Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning to you all. Yes, indeedy. Today is the Thursday, the 16th of January, 2025, at noon today. So for me, that's in 2 hours. We will be halfway through the month of January, and it can't leave soon enough. I'm telling you, it can't leave soon enough. Yesterday and today are it's warmer. Um you can just feel it in the air, and Jonah went outside for an hour this morning. He'll probably go out this afternoon again for an hour cuz it's staying like around -7. Yesterday it got up to, I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous out. Anyway, calm before the storm. My name is Ava, and this is Stitching in the Interlake. And I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. I am a Manitoba. Well, I live in a small community in Manitoba, in Canada. Excuse me. Nose drips, and you know I can't edit. I cannot edit. I don't know how to edit. Anyway, so what was I going to say? Yeah, so yesterday was a gorgeous day. I went uptown and I did a few things. Oh, first things first. What am I stitching on? Yes, what am I stitching on? Ah, well, of course I'm stitching on my sewing gnome. And I work on this during the time when I do my videos or my lives. Speaking of my lives, the live this week will be on Saturday, so in 2 days, from 12 noon to 2:30 p.m. So I will put a reminder up, and I will do that today. I kind of wait because I don't want to I want it so that it's fresh in everybody's minds, and otherwise people forget. So I'll do that, and then on Saturday morning I'll post another reminder. So I know some of you can't make it. Some of you that usually can't make it on the Sunday, now we'll have the Saturday. So it'll work out good. So yeah, so I went uptown yesterday. And despite the fact that I had plugged Susie in, her block heater, for about 3 hours, maybe a little bit more, it was still a hard start. She does not like winter, and I'm right there with her. I don't care for winter. And Manitoba winters are, especially January, February, are very cold. We will get a polar vortex or two, and that is supposed to be rolling in anytime. So it's going to get very, very cold. And there are days when it's not going to get any higher than -28, -29. And of course, that just gives me all the more reason to just stay in the house. So, okay, now back to what I did yesterday. You know, I go all over the place. Um, I went uptown, and my first stop was the insurance auto pack, and I renewed my driver's license. And I'm at the highest level. I'm at level 18 now. So that means I get, I don't know, 35%, 40% off, something like that. Now I know a lot of you are saying, but I don't drive that far. No, I don't. But I put in my years of driving on the highways. Yeah. So I put in lots and lots of time on the road. So, and then, um, gosh, what is this? Then from there, I went over to the pharmacy to see if my meds were ready. And they weren't ready, and my Jovi wasn't in yet. So, praying it comes in today or tomorrow, because I'm kind of at the border there that from my last shot to this shot now is getting to the end of the month. And I started out, I think I first started out around the 8th or the 10th of the month. Then it went to, I think around the 20th of the month. Then it was around the 30th of the month. And then it went back to the 5th of the month. And now we are back to 17th of the month. Like I'm missing a month or more in there. Just as long as I get it before these migraines start again. And they will. They will. So then from there, I went back around and went to the co-op store. And I picked up some groceries. They had no rye bread at all. None. But I was able to take in some UPC symbols to take in to Samuel to see if he could get them here. And one of the things he can get is Ben and Jerry's non-dairy ice cream. And so I said, he said there was just a sale, but he said there's going to be a better sale coming up sometime in the beginning of February. The thing is, I have to take a case, and a case is 8 of them. And I said, okay, if that's what I have to do. And they are, I think they're $5.49 each, I think. What they are, I think, or maybe it was $5.29 or something, I don't know. The other thing I had taken in was tofuti. Is that what it's called? Tofuti? I think that's what it is. And it is a vegan sour cream. And this vegan sour cream can easily go for, it's more like a cream cheese. It's not like a sour cream. It's like a cream cheese. And I was thinking, wow, if I can get that here, that would be awesome. Then I had another thing, and it was, I think it was onion and chives, like sour cream cheese type thing, but it's vegan, of course. And then the last thing was the Dela cheesecakes, and he said that he would try and get it in. And I said, well, they have gotten it in Arburg. which is the sister store to us. But they have a bigger store. Their store is about twice as big. And so he said he's going to try. I said, I would like strawberry, but I said, I don't mind pumpkin. I don't mind plain. None of that. I don't like the blueberry. I like blueberries when they're fresh, absolutely fresh. Not frozen, not mixed into things, not blueberry pie, nothing like that. But fresh blueberries, I like. I don't know what the difference is. From there, I went to the post office. And what do you think was in my mailbox? A flyer and a Christmas card from our local MLA. That was it. So I went in and spoke to our postmistress and I asked, I said, I'm just asking. Do you have any idea where the letter mail is? And she got a little bit testy. And I said, I'm not, I just want to know, like, where the holdup is. Is it in Winnipeg? Is it in Toronto? Is it wherever? And then she showed me all the packages that she had to do and everything else. And she showed me a bin there full of envelopes, which she hadn't even gotten to. Because Juliet went later on in the afternoon and there was nothing there either. So I don't know what's happening to our letter mail. I really don't. And as I was leaving the post office, there was another lady who had come in and she was asking the same thing. And the postmistress had said that she had about 10 people asking her that morning, yesterday morning, the same question. Where is our letter mail? The parcels are coming in, yes, but nobody's getting letters. Other places, everything is back to normal. Why are we not back to normal here? I don't know. Is it in Winnipeg? Are there bags of our letter mail that is stuck at the processing plant in Winnipeg? Is it stuck in Toronto or Mississauga or wherever it is? Mississauga, I think. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, after that, then I went over to Juliet's. And so we chatted for about half an hour, and then I had to come home and get something to eat. So and then I came home and I worked on treasure hunt. I put in 255 stitches. I have 1,951 complete. I'm at 1.13%. And that's where I'm at. All the stuff in here, I can't find the threads for. I know I've got them. And I've been looking through some of the kits that I'm dekitting. Oh my goodness. You know what I forgot? I done did forget. Well, I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. I can't find it here. I'll do it tomorrow. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It'll give you something to look forward to tomorrow. It's in my brain and then... Oh, and when I was at the co-op, Samuel had asked me, he says, so what's your phone number? I could not get it in here. I could not get it. The numbers were not coming. They were all jumbled up in my head. I was getting old phone numbers mixed up with new phone numbers. And yeah. Yeah. Not good. I said, just a minute. Just a minute. I got it disconnected in my brain. And then all of a sudden, I got it. And I was having trouble too with other numbers. But I don't know what the other numbers were. I was just having a hard time grasping the numbers yesterday. Oh, I was going to show you here. Today is March Barn. So I will be working on this. I'm going to work on the tulips here. I'm going to work down in here. And then try to be able to move my hoop up. And see where I end up there. So I still have one big tulip to put here. But it's out of spot. So I have to move it over too. So that is where I will be starting here soon. Oh, I started a wonderful audiobook at the library again. It is called Viral, and the author is Robin Cook. And, you know, it just makes us here in Canada the reason why we are so thrilled with universal health care. Because it goes through all the stuff being denied coverage because the person wasn't as bad. They walked in under their own power. They stood there. They had every reason in the book why to cancel, you know, the coverage. And then this guy is going through on how to, like, his bill is up to $200,000. And now a rehab hospital is also saying, I'm sorry, you're going to have to take your wife out and we can't look after her unless you give us like $2,000 a day. Like, oh my gosh, profits over people. So now he is desperately trying to put things together for trying to find out why his coverage was canceled. And they're just finding all kinds of reasons. And then they had they gave an ibuprofen and they charged like $120 for one. And there was a physiotherapist. This is in the book, right? A physiotherapist who just got his wife up to walk down the hallway and back again. What he had done already was $1,000. And it's like just one thing after another. And that is how those of us who are in Canada view it in the States, the healthcare system. Ours isn't perfect, far from it. But I'm just saying that this is like most insurance companies, they find an out. They find a way to screw you over. And it's like, if you ever watched Independence Day, they have it in there where Judd Hirsch is saying, he said, about the military industrial complex and how they get their money. And he said, does nobody complain about a $50,000 toilet seat? Yeah, because stuff gets snuck in underneath there and you don't notice it. So it's the same thing. Like they overcharge tremendously on what it is. Here, when we go in, we walk out and there is no bill. None. But in the book it was saying, like a specialist which isn't affiliated to the hospital comes in there and takes a look and all of that, and they charge like $5,000, right? And all the other, everybody, it's like tentacles coming in, right? And it's really sad because I do believe that goes on, and but if you ever want to read or listen to a good audiobook, it is called Viral by what's his name? Robin Cook. He's a doctor and he wrote all these books. Another good author is Michael Palmer. He's really good at writing medical mysteries and stuff like that. And, and the red tape you have to go over, and how, it starts out with a $27,000 bill and balloons up before you even know it to $200,000. Because they keep adding charge after charge after charge. Like I've heard in the States, they're like, if you get a bath, like a sponge bath, they charge you for that. That there's a separate charge for that. If they answer your call bell, there's a separate charge for that. For every pill, there is a separate charge for that. So a tablet of Tylenol costs you $50 or something. I don't know. I'm just pulling a number out of my head, so don't quote me. But the one thing that was really clear in that is read your policies. Read all the information. I know it gets dreary and everything else, but don't take their word for it. And they have these things called short-term insurance things. I guess it was a thing. And that happened. He's got it set in, I don't know, 2020, something like that, because they're wearing masks and all of that. And it's and the guy there, he has a private security firm, and everything dried up during the pandemic. And yeah. You know, it's really horrific that we had to actually go through all of that. We lived through that nonsense. You know, and it was, what was I watching? I was watching Canadian Prepper, and I guess it was on the 14th of January 2020 that the World Health Organization came out with a thing that, oh, there is nothing to worry about. This is just another flu, and it's not going to, it won't spread, and all this other kind of rubbish. And they go from that to full-blown pandemic where you can't leave your house, you can't go to work, you can't nothing. You know. And that was 5 years ago. Can you imagine? 5 years ago already. And I had COVID before COVID was supposed to be even in Canada. I had it. I picked it up on the 2nd of January. And I picked it up at Walmart at Unicity in Winnipeg. And I can tell you, I sunk fast, really fast. And I got to the point where I thought I was going to die because I didn't know if I could breathe anymore. I really didn't know if I was going to be able to breathe. Because I was just, I had no energy left. I had nothing. And for about 4 days, I thought I was just going to die. I was just going to lay on this bed and I was going to die. Like, it was just like you know. So, and I suffered with that for 2 months. And then it took a lot of recovery after that to get my voice back. And they kept saying, oh, no, it was just the flu. It's just the flu. I said, this is like no flu I have ever experienced or ever seen. No. And that was at a time when there was no test. There was, you know, Health Canada was saying, oh, no, it's not in Canada yet. We don't have any confirmed reports. Well, how are you supposed to confirm a report if you're not even acknowledging it? You know, because, oh, I wasn't in Wuhan. I didn't know of anybody who was in China. You know, because at that time, that's what they were going for. So, Yeah. So, yeah. But otherwise, that's about it. So please remember on uh, Saturday, there is a live. And if you are just joining me, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wherever you came from. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have not subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so. And know that once a week, it's usually on Sundays, I have a live, but this week it's Saturday because Father Paul is coming. And we don't get him very much. We only get him once a month. And yeah. And there is also the dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. And all you need to do is give me the name of one of my two living sidekicks. And no, I have not changed that. I keep saying I'm going to. I gotta go and do that. I have to do that. No more procrastinating. Urgh. Anyway, this is where I'm at. I'm just working over here on the boot. So, yep. So I'm happy with that. And I will be working on March Barn. And I work on that every other day. And like yesterday, I worked on Treasure Hunt. Today, I work on March Barn. Tomorrow is Treasure Hunt again. And I find that the easiest because I don't play all those games and everything else like Monopoly, Stitchopoly, whateveropoly. You know, I just don't because it's just not me to do that. And I don't edit because I don't know how to edit. So may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. So do I. And so does Jonah, who's up in the cat condo. And Ruthie is somewhere. She's hiding away. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. So I guess that's it. And I hope you will join me again tomorrow where I will do what I was supposed to do today and then I forgot. That's what happens. Life happens. Stuff gets in the way, especially a lot of stuff in between here. You know, I got to fight those marbles in there. Anyways, and I do love you. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. Toodle-oodles, everybody.